Hi Cancer, happy February. Welcome to Starchaeology Tarot. This is my channel. I am Desi. I am so thrilled and honored to get to give you some divine messages, some messages from your guides, from your masters, this February of 2022. What resonates is what is meant for you. What doesn't is meant for someone else, so don't take that personally. This is good for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I encourage you to watch your other placements as well for a more complete picture of the unique, complex puzzle that you are. Okay, what are the divine messages, Spirit, for this collective today? The collective watching today, at this moment. What are the divine messages coming through? Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, the world. I got the whole world in my hands. Okay, Cancer. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, the world. February is all about getting closer to something that you really want, Cancer. It's about pursuing a desire, pursuing a goal, and really feeling inspired. Like you feel incredibly inspired in this way. It's like your head and your heart are on the same page in a way that enables your creativity. It makes you feel extremely aligned. This could be creatively speaking. This could be about work, mission, soul purpose, something in this realm. It also could just be about manifesting something you want. Maybe that's a relationship. But it is in the realm of just like, this is something I want. And when I get into this mindset of like daydreaming, I feel so aligned. I feel, yeah, like my head and heart are united in this. I feel very on. It's like a word that's coming up. I'm on. Switched on. Does Austin Powers say that? I don't know. I think he does. Very switched on. And then, yeah, and things are kind of going your way too. Like if in this sense, I think some of you just feel so in flow that it's making you feel in charge. Like you are, you feel your own power this month, and you're able to really nurture something that you are, like a project that you are doing, you know, a goal that you are working towards. You're really able to kind of approach that with, again, that kind of motherly, unconditional nurturing and caretaking. How beautiful is it when we approach our hobbies, our missions, our art, our creative lives with that kind of nurturing of a mother. We lose fear of failure. We're able to just really encourage ourselves regardless of, excuse me, outcomes. And that is so, I mean, that is creating, that is living from such an aligned place. So that's what I see for you happening in February. The struggle here is that while your head and your heart are so aligned in what it is that you want, they're almost like getting ahead of your body. You are struggling to pair action with this feeling of alignment, like the fire that's burning inside you. It's almost like, I have so many ideas, I don't know where to start, or I feel so on fire right now that it's like it's taken a life of its own, or it's there's a momentum to it that almost makes me like a backseat passenger in my spirit right now. And when I try to connect that spirit, that what I feel, the flame inside of myself, to outward specific like action items, I struggle. It could be that you have so much going on that you're just like, I don't know where to start. You know, I don't know what the first thing to do is. I don't know what dragon to slay first. It also, like Knight of Wands, I mean, this is, the art here makes me think too, this is like otherworldly for you. So there may be something about this that, about this passion, this thing that has caught fire within you. This spark of inspiration that is taking you to new places. It's taking you to uncharted territory, like outer space. Like, I'm floating out here. I don't know. There's no structure in this new land, you know, on this new blank canvas. It's like there's no structure at all. So how do I even begin to execute my ideas? It feels overwhelming. The concept of action feels overwhelming. The advice here, how do you combat that? How do you move through, like, how do you take action? How do you find the right course of action for you? How do you uncover that? How do you discover that? Because I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, because it's different for all of you watching this. And ultimately, this is the Queen of Wands challenge here. It's you who determines what those next steps are. If someone were to say, you know, this is the specific next step you have to take, you're not channeling this kind of Queen of Wands sovereignty, because you're taking orders. So what is the key here to empowering you, to helping you find those answers for yourself? And the advice that I can say there is that you, for some of you, this is how I'll put it, I hope this will be resonant with some people here. I feel that some of you need to hear this. Some of you, I think, are struggling with this entire world of potential. Like, where do this world of potential is so big that I don't have a grasp on it. But the truth is that every potential is in your power. You hold your world in your own hands. You uphold your own world. So it's like, whatever world you want to hold up, whatever world you want to keep spinning, you're in charge of that. It boils down, again, to desire. We have 2 Wands cards here, and we have a Major Arcana card here. In figuring out your next course of action, I think you need to explore different dualities. I think you need to explore different decisions, hypothetically, and really, really get quiet and listen to how those things make you feel. If they spark you, if they spark more inspiration within you, if they light you up, that's a good clue that that's the action that you need to take. If it brings more stress, if it brings more questions, if it's like you're not genuinely excited by those potentials, those possibilities, those are not the ones to act on. You need to be led by wand power here. You need to be led by fire here. So this really is about using your desire as a compass to hold up to create the world, your world that you want to create for yourself. I think the advice here also, so that's for some of you. If that wasn't resonant, there's another message here regarding the world advice. And that is to get really quiet again and listen to, think about things that are things in your life that have been ongoing. You know, it could be a commitment to something, it could be a project, it could be a hobby, something that you've been doing for a while, and reflect on whether or not those things have come full circle yet. Because there are certain things that have. There are certain things that are meeting their natural end, their natural full revolution, and finding closure right now so that you can begin a new chapter. It's really important to be sensitive to those things that are ending so that you don't continue them needlessly. What are the things that are ending? Probably the things that don't spark inspiration within you. If you feel dead about something, if you feel bored or disenchanted with something, or you're like, I'm just doing this because look at all I've created, I have to keep doing this. That might be signaling to you that that's not something that you should be continuing. That might be something that has met its natural end. It's run its course. So part of this action, it really is new action. If you find yourself repeating old actions or repeating things like along that same kind of, some sort of like same rotation, like there's a pattern to the action that you're considering taking, really take a close look at that and say, am I doing this because I want to, or am I doing this because it's the status quo that I feel obligated to maintain? Allow the things that are meeting their natural end to end. Find closure with those things. And this is going to be happening naturally. Like the universe is co-creating with you in this. So this isn't something that you are forcing. I think that's really crucial to say too. It's just about you listening and noticing, paying attention to the signs that come through thought, that come through feeling, that come through the synchronicities that you notice, the things that people say to you. What are the clues that you're gathering that might show you that something has met its end? Pay attention to that, because that's the universe co-creating with you. That's the universe helping you move into this next chapter, closing certain chapters and entering new chapters. For some of you, one last interpretation of this world, this is about holding space for extremes, harmonizing certain elements in your life. The way that you take action is not necessarily, and this is only for some of you, it is not necessarily by choosing one extreme. It's not by choosing one direction and just doubling down on it. It's more about taking a step back so you have a wider perspective and seeing how maybe you've forced yourself to choose one or the other, to choose black and white in the past, but your perspective has changed in a way, maybe it's that melding of the heart and mind that allows you to harmonize things in your worldview that you couldn't really harmonize before. You see how seemingly opposite things actually could coexist and go together. And holding space for that kind of duality is something that so many of us work on throughout our lives. We all need to learn that, and many of us go through our entire lives without learning that, without learning how to do that. We always feel that kind of pressure to choose between extremes rather than holding space for both, holding space for duality and accepting that duality, and seeing it as something that makes our world, our universe, more complete and beautiful and colorful. So for some of you, if you are able to kind of harmonize these things, these apparent opposites, or apparent like opposing forces, if you're able to not cancel one for the other, not sacrifice one for the other, but really consider possibilities that allow you to harmonize them, that's where your course of action lies. Cancer, I hope this was resonant. I would love to hear how this looks specifically for you, so please share in the comments below if you want to share. I love sharing. I love connecting with you. If you got any value out of this, it would mean so much to me for you to consider giving back. You can support me on Patreon with just a few dollars a month and get a lot of goodies, a lot of bonuses, including personal readings monthly for certain tiers. If you're interested in that, please check that out. If you're not able to support, please subscribe, please like, please share. Really means a lot to me. Anyone you know who's struggling right now and needs some extra support, or is in a really introspective place and needs kind of to get out of their own echo chamber and have someone else reflect something back to them, these cards being the other someone, please send them their February sun sign video. Yeah, and hopefully they'll get something out of it. I'm so grateful for you, Cancer. I'm rooting for you. I love you very much, and I'll see you next time.